Hey everyone, welcome back. I am absolutely thrilled to kick off day 15 of our DevOps course with you. Today's explainer is going to tackle one of the most critical and honestly most frequently misunderstood concepts in modern software delivery. We're talking about observability. As our systems have blown up from these simple, clunky, monolithic applications into massive, complex, cloud-native microservices, the way we keep an eye on them, well, it's had to evolve drastically. And today, we're going to unpack exactly what that evolution looks like.
Okay, let's dive right into this syllabus. We've got 4 main areas to hit today. First, moving beyond traditional monitoring. Second, we'll break down the 3 pillars of observability. Third, we'll see why this is a core pipeline concern. And finally, making systems predictable. Let's get to it.
All right, section 1, beyond traditional monitoring. We really need to challenge the old operational mindset here, because just waiting around for silent system failures and reacting to them, that doesn't cut it anymore.
People mix these two concepts up all the time, but there's a hard line between them. Think of traditional monitoring like your car's dashboard. It uses a predefined set of metrics to track system health. The check engine light comes on, and it tells you that something is broken. But it doesn't necessarily tell you why it's broken. Observability, on the other hand, that's your mechanic's advanced diagnostic tool. It's totally flexible and exploratory. It actually lets you dig into the data to diagnose these crazy complex issues and infer the internal state of your system. Monitoring tells you there's a problem. Observability lets you investigate the root cause.
So, formally speaking, and this is straight from our GitHub sources, observability is the ability to understand and infer the internal state and behavior of a system based purely on its external outputs, events, and data. And when you pair this concept with incredible open-source tools like OpenTelemetry, you get real-time visibility into your system's state. It is a total game changer. It gives you this incredibly broad, detailed view that monitoring alone just can't match, which means your team can actually troubleshoot highly dynamic environments without just guessing.
That brings us perfectly to section 2, the 3 pillars explained: metrics, logs, and traces. The human brain loves triplets, right?
And in the world of platform engineering, this specific triplet, metrics, logs, and traces, is the absolute foundation of understanding your system's health. The biggest takeaway I want you to have right now is that every single service your team builds literally must be explicitly instrumented to emit these 3 structured signals before a user ever touches it in production. It's not a nice-to-have, it's a fundamental requirement.
Let's rapidly break down what each pillar actually does, because together, they are what prevent total cognitive overload when things break at 2 a.m. First up, metrics. These measure what's happening in aggregate. Think overall error rates, request volumes, or response times. They give you the big picture. Next, we have logs. Logs record what happened in very specific transactions. So when you need the exact event record or that specific error message for a failure, you dive into the logs. And finally, traces. Traces are amazing. They show you exactly how a single request moved through your distributed services and exactly where the time was spent. If an app uses 5 different microservices, a trace will highlight exactly which one is causing the bottleneck. When you combine all 3, you're finding problems in minutes because you know exactly what to look for and where to look.
All right, moving into section 3, a core pipeline concern, going beyond just operations. We really need a paradigm shift here. Listen to this heavy-hitting quote from P99Soft. Honestly, memorize this one. Observability is a pipeline concern, not just an operations concern. In the old days, developers wrote the code, the CI/CD pipeline deployed it, and then operations scrambled to figure out how to monitor the thing. That just doesn't fly anymore. Observability has got to be built into the delivery architecture from the absolute very start.
And this brings up a really fascinating question about the true lifecycle of code delivery. I want you to think about this for a second. When does your CI/CD pipeline actually end? Does it end the exact second the code hits the production server?
Actually, no. The CI/CD process only truly concludes when you have confirmed that the deployment is healthy and the system is performing exactly within its expected parameters. And here's the kicker. You cannot confirm that health without observability. If you're doing something like a canary deployment, where you release to just 5% of your users to test the waters, your automated rollback triggers rely entirely on the metrics and health checks provided by your observability stack.
Let's look at how this all flows together in a proper pipeline workflow. Step 1, you write the code. Step 2, and this is the absolutely crucial addition, you instrument that code with metrics, logs, and traces using tools like Prometheus or Datadog. Step 3, you deploy via your CI/CD pipeline. And step 4, confirm health. Every single service has to go through this flow. If you skip step 2, step 4 is literally impossible and your entire pipeline is broken.
Okay, let's wrap things up with section 4, making systems predictable.
we're going to talk about the role of human intuition in the AI era.
So the crucial point here is summed up perfectly by this quote from our Practical DevOps Guide: AI can mask gaps in understanding. That intuition is what separates copy-paste from craftsmanship. Look, AI tools in 2026 are incredible. They can generate your boilerplate CI/CD configs, they can spit out a plain English explanation of your error logs, but AI cannot give you the underlying intuition of why a pipeline failed, or why observability matters more than just throwing some simple logs at a problem. If AI is just helping you run a solution, but you don't actually understand the mechanics of it, you are in a really dangerous spot.
Which leaves us with this final, critical thought for today's explainer. If your entire system goes down tomorrow, will your dashboard just flash red and tell you it's broken? Or will your observability pillars guide you directly to exactly why it failed? Building that capability, that deep understanding, is the true hallmark of modern DevOps. Thank you so much for joining me for Day 15, and I will see you in the next one as we continue this journey.